Prions are one of the most deadly and fascinating pathogens that we know of, capable of a 100% fatality rate while defying our understanding of what a protein is. In this video, we'll go over what proteins and prions are, how are prions so deadly, and whether or not we should worry about them. The word prion derives from proteinaceous infectious particle, which, as the term suggests, is an infectious protein. Proteins are molecules in our body that make us function, from helping us digest food to fighting off pathogens. The way these molecules fold determines their shape, and their shape determines their function. So for example, a protein responsible for contracting our muscles may look like this, while a protein responsible for breaking down sugar may look like this. However, in the case of prions, they are completely misfolded, sort of like a rogue protein with a weird shape. Prions are infectious agents that cause diseases mostly in mammals, usually in the brain and nervous system. These diseases are transmissible, untreatable, and more or less 100% fatal, so pretty scary stuff. So then how do they work? Unlike other pathogens such as bacteria and viruses, prions do not contain any genetic information, since they are just misfolded proteins. Hence why they don't really have a cure, as antibiotics and medicine that targets DNA wouldn't really work. Furthermore, prions are very resistant to high temperatures and ultraviolet radiation, which will usually break apart proteins. According to the prion hypothesis, these proteins are able to reproduce by converting normal proteins into their misfolded shape, causing a domino effect that eventually takes over the entire brain. This transformation is called spongiosis, where the brain tissue starts to resemble a sponge with many tiny holes. One common disease associated with prions is the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, which leads to a rapid loss in brain function and mental capability, which eventually leads to death. A more recognizable disease is the mad cow disease, an outbreak in the 1990s caused by prions in cows. Alright, that's enough fear-mongering. Should we worry about prions? No, not really. It is transmitted mainly through eating contaminated meat, but also sometimes inherited. But it is not spread through social interactions, nor is it airborne, unlike many of the viruses that we are used to. Despite the lack of a cure, prion diseases only affect 1 to 2 people per million globally every year, so we honestly have a higher chance to get struck by lightning than to contract a prion disease. And there we have it. Prion diseases are extremely rare, where misfolded proteins get into our brains and cause other healthy proteins to misfold as well. Despite being a fatal disease, studying prions is helping us understand the structure of proteins. And with a bit more research, a cure wouldn't be too far-fetched either. I hope that y'all have learned something interesting today. Thank you for your time, and stay hydrated.